on the computer for you. There you go. There it is. I'm gonna log out of this.
Okay. Good deal. Okay. I'm gonna count us in, and he's gonna. Miles, do I need to take everybody off stage real quick?
Y'all smell like homecoming, man. See you.
I'm just not getting up.
It's Thursday, man.
All right.
Man.
All right. Good deal. Good deal. All right, Miles, I'm gonna count us in 3, 2, 1.
It's time to tune in. We don't got the stats and the info. Rocking with Slim and be better. That's my kinfo. We got everything you need and some more. Reporting live with the sports. It's time to tune in. We don't got the stats and the info. Rocking with Slim and be better. That's my kinfo. We got everything you need and some more. Reporting live with the sports. It's time for Uproar.
Good afternoon, Uproar Nation. You are live here as always in the 1912 studios in Nashville, Tennessee. I'm alongside my dogs, Flim, B. Bather, and today we got a special guest with us coming to the show. We got none other than himself, Mr. Michael Moon Thompson. Real quick intro on Mike, right? Moon is from, he's from Georgia boy, from Atlanta. Former offensive lineman with the Atlanta Falcons. This man protected Michael Vick. And then, correct me if I'm wrong, Moon, once I pull you into this, correct me if I'm wrong, but you might be the last highest drafted offensive line we had in quite some time, even though we've had plenty going, right? But, he was third round draft pick, I believe it was. So, man, a lot of accolades. Man, this man has a great story of heart. He has a great story of brotherhood, man. So I want to welcome none other than himself, Moon, to the show. What's going on, man?
Big Blue, man, what's happening? My boy D Flim.
What's up, Big Moon? I got some stories to tell today, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Just, you know what we got to tell the people. The people need to know. But man, it's great seeing
I can't
you.
wait.
Great seeing you.
So, man, what's up, my boys? Hey, first of all, man, it's an honor that y'all had me on, man. I really appreciate this opportunity, man.
Definitely, man. Well, look, man, let's really get into it, man. Let's check in on you right now, man. Let's see what's going on with Moon, all things, personally right now, right? So we know you're doing some coaching, you're doing some training, man. So just walk us through how you got to that point, man, and then I know you got some studs out there as well too. Unintended on some studs, but talk to us, man.
Hey, man, the biggest thing after playing football is understanding that was just something that you did, bro. Like, it's now after football, it take a minute to really find out who you are. You know what I mean? Like, what's your purpose outside of football? So one day, man, I just said, God, listen, like all my life, all I've done was, purposely walk toward this goal, and it never felt like work to me. And my mom used to always say, if you love something, it's never gonna feel like work. So I just prayed one day, man, in full faith, and said, God, you know what? I'm done with the club owning. I'm done with, managing artists and booking shows and all this other stuff that had me away from my family. I'm like, I really want to get into football and be a coach, because the true definition of coach is a horse-drawn carriage that takes someone where they're trying to go.
Yeah.
So I pride myself in being that type of coach. Like, okay, God put me in a position to meet young kids where I don't have to be their football coach, but I could be a life coach, and I can give them, jewels from my testimony. And it's every single day. Allow me to help, coach the young men that's under the helmet, because the even greater the man, the far greater the athlete. And I learned that. So I was blessed, man, enough to start Stud University here in Atlanta. I'm upwards, man, right now, 30, 40 clients a month, you know, from age 6 all the way to high school guys. I got some private NFL athletes that I train. Of course, some college athletes that I train. My son Champ Thompson right now is a redshirt freshman at Clemson. So I was able to train some of those guys up there. And then also I asked God, man, to allow me to be inside the community. Growing up, I grew up, you know, if you know my story, man, my mom worked 3 jobs. She raised me from a phone, sticky notes, battered women's shelter. I done lived in cars, homeless shelters, man. So I wanted to be able to help support these kids that are in single family homes, great athletes, but also those families that have a mother and a father, but they working 50 hours a week trying to make ends meet, and they don't have the ways to pay fees. So God blessed me to meet the owner of Accent Roofing. Name is Tommy Scribbins. It's the biggest roofing company here in Georgia. And he was like, Mike, I love what you're doing. I want you to come on board and be my executive director of the Uncle Pigskin Foundation. So what we do now here in Gwinnett County, man, we do 7v7 tournaments, Thanksgiving tournaments, preseason tournaments, and all of these funds go towards helping kids in the underprivileged cities out here in Gwinnett County, which is very affluent. And you would think that, you know, everyone's getting help, but there's a lot of kids that's underserved. So we take this money and we provide, you know, fees. And also we've partnership with 3 high schools here in Gwinnett, Discovery, Meadow Creek, and Central Gwinnett. And we provide from 8th grade all the way to 12th grade an aunt and uncle for these kids that somebody's coming to the game for them. We provide transportation, housing, relocation, meals. So God has allowed me, man, to really implement myself outside of football, but still touch these kids that so rightfully deserve, like myself, thank God, the opportunity, man, to be able to get out of their circumstance and change their environment, man.
Man, that's a blessing. That's a blessing.
Yeah, man. So I'm just blessed, man. The last thing we're doing right now is, you know, my son Champ, man, he was like, Dad, I want to have a management company where we can manage, you know, athletes, but nothing but linemen. And help get them brand deals and NIL deals and opportunities, man. So we just started something a year ago called Champ Real Sports Management, man. Champ signed. I got 2 other kids right now that are about to go to college in December that are signed to me. I have some high school guys, man, that once they turn juniors going to sign. And it's going to allow me to really train these kids from a young age, build your trust up, allow me to be able to surfer them and their families through these college camps, be able to teach them, man, what they should look for, what to look out for, and then build that real family bond. So now they know it's someone working for them that's not just trying to take 20%. They've been locked in since they kids were jits, man. And that's my biggest thing is like, allowing these kids to have somebody that like I didn't have growing up, someone that went through exactly what I wanted to do and could come back and tell me that, man. Instead, I had, you know, a lot of people around me that were in the streets or did nothing that I was trying to do. And that's the game that I took. So sometimes, you know, you go off, you know what I'm saying, course that way, man. So I want to be able to help these kids here in Atlanta and anywhere, man, really understand that there's a value in yourself, not just you as a football player.
Man, that's amazing. That's amazing. Flim.
Yeah. So, you know, it's always good catching up with you, Moon. You are one of the few folks that was people don't understand that the 94-95 freshman class is something that, you know, we don't get a lot of respect for. You know what I'm saying? You were part of the 94. You know what I mean? I was part of the 95. But what a lot of people don't know in that backstory is that you came up from Georgia as a defensive tackle.
Hey, listen, man. Listen. This was crazy, right? Everyone think I came in 94, Flim, because I got redshirted. I didn't get redshirted until my junior year because I broke my ankle. I came in 95, me and Beanie Anderson and Lamar Carter, Darrell Hinton, we all in the same class. See, so that's where the fifth floor boys come from. We all came in 30 deep in fifth floor of Watson. But yeah, man, true story, right? I'm in Savannah one day playing ping pong, man, and Bill Davis strolls in like, now this the backstory. When he was at Savannah State, where I'm from, I used to be the water boy.
Okay.
So I'm in there playing ping pong in Windsor Forest High School, man, and he was like, so I didn't hear a voice, so you ain't gonna open none of my letters. I turned around, I'm like, Coach Davis, what's up? He was like, nah, don't what up, me. So he was like, man, Michael, I've been writing you for 2 years, man. I want you to come see what I got going on. I'm like, coach, I've never received a letter from you. So we go to my coach's office, man. Now, this is the thing before I tell this story. The man I'm about to tell a story about changed my life. He allowed me to understand, man, what being held accountable meant. So let me say that first. Great man. I love him. He really helped me play ball. But also what I learned along the way is that people that love you, they also have motives for you. Mm-hmm. So Bill Davis takes me in the office and he's like, you know, coach such and such, for the sake of me, you know what I'm saying, loving who he is, you ain't been showing Michael none of my letters. And I'm sitting there like, hold on. Now, this was wild as I was recruited heavily by Louisville and Tennessee and Georgia Tech and all these other schools. I'm getting all of their mail. So, man, my coach sat down and he took his hat off. He was like, I know how Michael grew up and the type of environment he was in. I really didn't think, you know, him going to a black college would be good for him. But I'm sitting there like, what? So he pulls out this box, man. It's like 40, 50 letters, FAMU, Jackson State. I mean, Prairie View, Alcorn State, TSU 50 times, brochures, schedules, programs. And I'm heartbroken, bro, because all I ever wanted being from Savannah is to have a value as a black man. That's it. You know, tired of getting doors locked on me, tired of getting stereotyped. So to look at a man that didn't look like me and I trusted, take the opportunity from me, it made me want TSU more. So the same weekend that I had a Georgia Tech recruiting trip, I scheduled a Tennessee State recruiting trip. So I get to Georgia Tech and George O'Leary's like, yeah, you're going to come up here and you're going to be offensive lineman. I'm like, who? Well, I play defensive tackle. Like, I'm not playing no O-line coach.
Right.
So he was like, well, I need an answer before you leave. And I'm like, coach, I feel like, and my mom's sitting there, we both naive, but you have this feeling. I'm like, I really don't feel like I'm supposed to be answering right now. Man, I get to Tennessee State, man, the next day, me and my mom fly to Atlanta. And boy, it was AKA week on New York. I get there, man, and my mom in the hotel, and, you know, I get my guy that's my host. And he like, yo, do you skate? Nah, he like, good. We about to go to, I think it was skate country, skate time, whatever it was called.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
For this AKA party.
Right.
Bro, I walk in this building and I'm like, wait a minute. Hey, bro. So everybody in this building goes to TSU? Because I've never seen that, bro.
Right.
Yes. So I'm sold immediately, kind of, right? Then I meet Benny, man, and Lamar and D. Hinton, and we all was like big time guys. You know, Benny could have went D1. Like a lot of us had big time offers, and we sitting in the hotel, man. And Benny like, Moon, we can go and be just another number, bro, somewhere, or we could come here. All of it. We in the room, bro. It's like 20 of us, bro. Mm-hmm. And Benny's leading the charge, like, oh, we can come here and be the man and put TSU back on the map. And bro, it's a black college. And I'm sitting there like, I like this dude, bro. Right. See, people don't know the story. Me and Benny, bro, been like this since we was sitting on the hotel bed, bro. A recruiting trip in 95.
Oh, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like in January, Martin Luther King weekend, bro. So I wake up the next day and my mind made up. I go to my mama, Mom, come to TSU. I go to Benny room. Next thing I know, like 10, 11 of us say it. I'm like, I'm serious. We all get each other a number. We play the season, bro. Next thing you know, we all at TSU, man. Yeah. And I'm there as a defensive tackle, right? Crazy. Right. I started as a freshman, man.
Yep.
I win cold defense. I win cold defensive rookie of the year. Me and Daryl Hinton. Man, I got like 32 tackles. You can pull it up, man. Like 3-4 sacks, 4 fumbles, man. Like 10 TFLs. I'm like, oh, I'm about to beat the Nets, Richard. Then LC Cole came.
Absolutely. And see, that's what threw me out, Moon. That's what threw me out because you played your true freshman year.
Yeah,
You,
I
D.
started.
Hinton, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, D. Hinton came in out of nowhere and
All
just won his
American.
yeah,
All American
just
safety
he
first
won in
year.
camp.
Bam.
Yeah, he won everything he wanted in camp, you know. And
Yeah.
we're a little bit less developed, but we was 33 of us, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I was an area kid, so you was already on the field before we really truly got a chance to play. But
Yeah.
when LC, you know, that 94 class was Jay Hill and all those guys and Mike
Yes,
Lacey.
sir.
You know what I mean? Van Brown and all those guys.
Yes,
so
sir.
you was out there playing, we was still kind of like in the feeder, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Go eat, you know what I'm saying? Go
Like we
gain
practicing
15,
over
20
here. I was over there. Yeah. Nah, that's real though.
Yeah,
That's
so,
real.
But those are all Bill Davis's guys, you know what I'm saying? But LC came in, that's when he flipped Jay Hillary, you know what I'm saying? Put him at DB, you know what I mean? And next thing you know, you left tackle. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, true story. Remember this, Flim? Remember I was about to leave. I had a meeting with my mom and Coach Ehrenfield, and he was like, okay, you going to play tight end. Remember they slapped, remember I was wearing 99, and they did, but they was throwing the ball to Ernest Hester.
Yeah, and then Van Brown as well, though.
So I'm sitting here like, wait a minute. I'm noticing I'm always on the left or the right, but there's a lot of zone steps going on. I'm doing a lot of kick stepping. Right. So, man, hey, I'm sitting here, and I remember Johnny Cole, man, I have a meeting in his office. I'm pissed. He like, listen, I told you wasn't going to play tackle. You going to play tight end. I ain't never said I was throwing you no football. Man, I end up with like 12 catches, 180 yards. I'm like, bro. So then, man, I'm about to leave. And Slim, I know you remember this, man, when me and Coach LC got into it in Gentry. And I'm like, bro, you don't love us, da-da-da-da-da. And
what happened, man? Tell us what happened, LC.
Man, so basically, man, you know, LC, okay. Something that Flynn brought up was true, bro. That 94 class was special. That 95 class was special. And these were like sweat equity, blood and tears suffrage brothers, man.
Right.
So when LC Cole come in, he's like, oh, I'm trimming fat.
Right.
Now, he don't know the players. He didn't meet us. And you know, Slim, you can attest to this, right?
Right. Right.
He hadn't met with us, bro. All he did, it was like, I watched some film, and these are the guys. If I call your name, Flim, am I lying? Yep. We have a meeting. And I'm looking around like, wait a minute. Then he has a next list. These guys, when I call your name, we're changing your position. Time out. Oh, no, bro. I didn't turn down Tennessee and Louisville, Georgia Tech, to come here and play left tackle, bro. Are you crazy? So my mom comes up, man.
And he took pictures of you, Moon. Don't forget about that. Don't remember he make you take your clothes off, leave your shorts on, and took pictures.
Listen, bro. He like, we want to do body count pictures. We like, what? Everybody get naked. Hold on. So he got you. Listen, bro. He literally got you, bro. We doing this.
Like the combine?
Yeah,
boy, no, bro. I'm gonna tell you what it felt like. It felt like, you know how you go to county jail and you about to go get dressed in the back.
Oh.
And the officer's sitting there like, take everything off.
Yeah.
What?
Take it off.
Bro, so now listen, once again, I respect what like his measures when you first hearing it, you're like, whoa. But there's more. You feel me? So my mom comes up, man, and we meet with Kurt Ehrenfield, and this is why I know that Kurt Ehrenfield, man, is walking in his purpose. But Ehrenfield knew, bro, my mom worked 3 jobs. He knew that I was in the gang in Savannah. He knew that I was rough. Like, let me tell you, I was fighting on campus all the time, like straight up. So everyone knew, like, okay, there's some issues with Moon, right? But everyone also knew, bro, I want to take care of my mama, bro. Like, everybody who know me know that. So he was like, listen, man, Miss Sharon, either he can be a good defensive tackle at a historically black college, or I can take all that aggression. You stay up here, let me get him a job. I can get him at Budweiser. He'll work in the summer. He'll go to summer school. I'll give him some film because I got to be no contact. He can lift weights with Coach Davis, which was our strength coach at the time. And if he really wants this, my mom looked at me and she looked back at Coach, and Coach said, if he makes this switch, he's going to the NFL. My mom looked at me again and said, you making that switch? My answer was, yes, ma'am. I stayed up here, bro, my first, I think going into my junior year. Now, I wasn't redshirted at the time. And I literally, bro, used to just put the VHS tape in, watch guys like Willie Anderson, man, who by the grace of God became one of my big brothers. I used to watch guys like Bob Whitfield, who by the grace of God again became one of my big brothers down the line. I used to record William Rofe and record all these tackles and sit in the dorm and watch them with my notepad, bro. Watch their steps, watch their hands, and go to the Hale Stadium. And Flim, you know this. I would be at Hale Stadium by myself, bro.
Putting the work in.
And see, and that's why can't nobody take what I earned from me because they watch me. Run up and down them bleachers, like watch me shoot learning this stuff on my own, bro.
What sold all of it, Moon, though, the secret ingredient was when you went out there at left tackle and looked like you was playing wide receiver.
Nah. Hey, listen, bro.
Come on, baby. He had the shirt. He got the wristbands. He got the gloves.
Listen.
He had to switch up his swag, is what you're saying? He had to switch up his swag.
Listen, they used to be like, Moon, you play offensive line, bro. I'm like, oh, nah, bro. I promise I'm going to be fresh. Hey, look, D Flim and B Spadden. Hey, bro, where you get that blue spat from? Let me get some. I'm Spadden too. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big skill, bro. That's how I thought about myself. And people don't know this, man. In 96, bro, I started 20 games on the basketball team. I lettered in basketball. Me and Jason Johnson out there playing the power forward and center together. People don't know that. You can pull up my stats. Yeah. I literally played basketball at Tennessee State, lettered at defensive tackle, tight end, and 2 years of offensive tackle. I played 3 different positions in college and lettered at every position and started. Yeah. Like LC Cole, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say this before y'all carry on. LC Cole made the changes, bro. Now that while you in it and you winning, you like, oh, them was my partners, but dang, I guess, coaches, they older, man. We young, so they can see further than us. You know what I'm saying? LC and Johnny and Ernfield really saw that making that move with me would not only help the team, but if I stopped fighting it, would help me. You know what I mean? Yeah. And ultimately, man, 2 championships, and man, I break my leg my junior year, I get redshirted, and I come back and I start my redshirt junior year. I make honorable mention all conference. Boy, I'm pissed. Man, that going into my seniors that summer, I'm like, I'm about to be the best offensive lineman in the nation. Ain't nobody can work harder than me. They don't want it better than me. And I was even feeling like that about the guys on my team, and they my brothers. I started looking at this like, man, I'm glad this war, man. Like Benny Anderson, if I don't pick my up, is going to the league, and I ain't going. Lawrence Smith is going, and I ain't going. Antoine McNutt going, and I ain't going. And that's how I started looking at it. I'm tired of hearing about Larry Thorpe. I'm tired of hearing about, I'm going to be the next one. Ain't nobody going to be drafted higher than me. And that's how I took it. And when I went to practice, coach, you don't run this ball to the left, I'm pissed. You don't let me go out here and get this corner and show I'm athletic, I'm mad. I know I run a 4.95. I know my vertical 34, 35 inches. Like, I'm super athletic. And man, I just started putting in the work and shutting my mouth and allowing the competition, man, to take over. And that's what you saw. You know what I'm saying? You saw competition. You know why our O-line was good? And Slim contested this. Our O-line was good because all of us thought we was the best O-lineman on the team. People don't know we used to fight in the huddle, bro. Listen, if you go back and watch the FAMU game, you go back and watch the Jackson State game, go back and watch them games. You'll see us in the huddle staring at each other. We're bickering because we mad the ball ain't being ran. Me and McNutt was like left side, strong side. And then here go Benny and Smith, right side, strong side. Boy, we beefed, but we was brothers. And it was like, yo, we after the game, we be like, hey man, why you want to run the ball like 10 times to the left, coach? Like, I don't care, we won by 45. Right. Why you running the ball to Benny side 30 times, coach, run the ball here 12, coach? What you trying to say, coach? And here go Benny. Because we better than y'all. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, man.
Hey, that is a good segue, man, Moon. So, you know, we talked about this in the pre-show. You had a chance to come back to homecoming, to reconnect with, you know, Coach Ernfeld, but also, you know, you got a chance to really speak with those offensive linemen. And we just talked about this off camera as well, too. It's just, and we talk about this on the show a lot. The offensive linemen just being so young, whether they're freshmen, redshirt freshmen, right? Or just guys who haven't had a chance to play up until like now, right?
Right.
And you know, it was just like they've been trying their best. Coach Ernfeld, Coach Harris, Coach Morgan, all of them, you know, they've been trying their best, and Coach Barlow to figure out the right combination. And with that with offensive linemen, man, that combination is so important. You know, Absolutely. It's beyond just who looks the best and they're talented and they can do all this. Like 5 guys have to be like this, right? So talk about what you want to share about the conversation you had with them, man, last week.
Yeah, man, first of all, man, I truly am humbled, man, that Armfield let me do that. I just kind of walked up to the guys, man, and you know, I'm just gonna be blatantly honest. I'm like, listen, you have to play this game of football as an old lineman for y'all. Like, understand something. This is your coach. And I pointed at Coach Armfield and I asked, you know, do you know the definition of a coach? No one's like, oh, they're like, oh, someone that help you get better athletically. No. I said a coach by definition is a horse-drawn carriage that is there to help you get where you're trying to go. I said, but here's what y'all are missing, this version of Tennessee State. When y'all board this train isn't going just to NIL. It ain't going to pick up girls. It ain't stopping at the mall. It ain't going to look at cars. It's not going none of those places. This train that y'all agreed to get on and allow Coach Armfield to help you get where you're trying to go, it's going to war, man. It's going to battle. And you must, at a high level, understand that iron sharpens iron. He's here to develop leaders of men, but he needs leaders on this battlefield, man. And that's what I shared with him. Like, you got to love this for you. You got to want this not for even the fans, not for me as alumni that's going to see you once or twice a year and tell you what I used to do. No. When you step on this football field, it's for the Tennessee State Tigers and you, not even your family, bro. Mm-hmm. And that's the missing ingredient. And I said, if you don't pour that every day and hold every leader on this team accountable, not just in the offensive line room, I said, who on this team gonna whoop y'all, bro, as a unit? And that's the difference. We knew we were gladiators. We knew the only way that we ate the next day is if we had to win. Gladiators have to survive to eat the next day, man. Offensive line, defensive line, we out there for the roar of the crowd in victory. That's the only time you hear us, bro, is in wins. And how do we win? And I told him, if you're not playing this game just for y'all, this ain't about coaches. This ain't about NIL money, bro. This is about you. How good you want to be. I said, we showed y'all, you read about how good we wanted y'all to think we was. Mm-hmm. How good 10 years from now do you want me to say you were? What work are you putting in? I said, because here's what I see. And there's a guy on the team that's getting NIL. I said, I see guys on the team that are already receiving NIL and don't understand what performance-based pay means. You can't come here or anywhere, any job, any place of employment, and do not produce and expect payment, man. So take payment out of it. Get your damn degree. And if the NFL or whatever spring ball league or Europe league or whatever come knocking, great. Use this period as an escalator to enhance your relationships of your fans and your donors. Get to know people, network, relationship, and allow this football game to take you around the world, man, without you have to play in football no more. But it all starts with the one thing. And I point at Coach Ernfield. You see this man over here? If you don't believe he gonna get you where you're trying to go, pull out your phone one day and just Google all the athletes he done got into the league. Then Google all the ones under him that graduated college. Then Google all the ones under him that graduated college that own their own business, are working and doing some great things, great fathers. He is gonna, if you allow him on the way to the battlefield, he's gonna turn you into a magnificent man. So when you step off the battlefield, onto the battlefield on Saturdays, when that rank taker with no white lines, you understand the value of what you out here for. You understand your purpose, bro. And them kids were receptive, man. And it's fun. I get on the sideline, all the kids, I hear the whole line. We doing this for us. And they see me, OG. We've been saying all day, this for us. And I said, and look at the scoreboard. And what's funny is at that moment, that's when I think they had just scored. The running back caught like a little bubble screen and scored. And they came to the sideline and the crowd was going crazy. And I brought all the O-line together and I said, close your eyes. I said, listen. I said, that's because of you. And they was like, man, this shit feels so good. I said, so imagine that for 2-3 years straight, knowing that when they see you burst out of that tunnel, they know you are gladiators, that you about to throw on them stripes and you about to fight for your life, bro. And it ain't about no money. And they understood that, bro. And I think, man, and I'm going to tell you the truth, I wasn't a part of 1912 at first. I felt like the last leadership that was here intentionally disconnected us. Not speaking bad on nobody. I just felt like they didn't know what they were dealing with. I already knew of Reggie Barlow. Of course, I played with Toriano Morgan. Great respect for Coach Harris. Then you bring Coach Ernfield back. Guys like Reno, man, he's been hitting me for years about this. And I was like, nah, I stood on it. And it was because I didn't want to support someone that I felt like, man, that was poisoning, man, what I worked hard to keep alive. But I go back to homecoming, man, this weekend. And it felt like 99, man. And then they didn't do a game.
Missed it, man.
It felt like, and then I finally get a chance to meet Reno and see the work he's put in. Then I see how all of my brothers that played with me trust him with this brand called The Boys that you see I got on, not even just for this. I wore this just to the eye doctor, bro. I'm one of the boys. I wear this like so you understand what you're getting into when you run up. Understand what this is. It's the biggest fraternity on the yard at Tennessee State, and I'm Iota, bro. But it's the biggest frat on the yard. And see, listen, here's what I told the young boys, Slim. It's the last thing I told them, and this for me and Slim, this for you too, Reno. I said, y'all know who The Boys is? They was like,
They don't know The Boys,
I said, the boys are y'all.
Yeah.
I said, here's how much pride I want you to take in The Boys. We watch fraternities and sororities have all these Greek weeks. There were things that we wanted to buy and celebrate for ourselves and couldn't legally because our coaches couldn't give it to us. A collection of us go up to the third, the third story of that King Center, have conversations, collect money as a team to pay our fees of incorporation. And we incorporated on campus TBI Incorporated, which is The Boys Incorporated, bro. We then used to throw parties, Fleming and my Lion, host events, take the money and have nothing but cookouts for each other. buy each other clothes, shoes. Bro, this is what they missing. That's what we did. So when you wonder why we 11-0, do you know that we used to get beer from Budweiser when we worked and bring it to Hadley and pass it out to my brothers who ain't had no money? Do you know we set up grills and whoever had to check that week fed us? Boy, do you know when we bought what? So do you think a team in that era that was getting a training table or getting anything extra and feeling enabled was going to step on the field versus us and win a football game? No. Because here's what we knew. Once Saturday night was over and Sunday morning starts and Monday, we right back to just being regular, bro. See, we knew that. So we knew from Friday to Sunday night, boy, they're going to remember our name, man, for sure.
Oh, yeah. Man, and real quick before I let you get your question in, Bather, my class, Moon, we were the last class that still did the spring event party week that y'all had set up. My first class. So the last time we did that as the boys, that was 2000. That was like sophomore year, I want to say, for me, like 2005, man. That was like the last time, because I was a part of Coach Reese last recruiting class. Me, Cecil, Dominique, Javaris, all of us part of that same, like that last class. From that point on, it was just like the leadership at the university was just like, nah, you know. We just kind of found a way to still do what we wanted to do to like celebrate each other, but yeah,
they ain't pass it down to us.
Y'all started something, and we held on to it as long as
they
we
ain't
could.
pass it down to us, man. I ain't know nothing about the TBI, man. Why ain't nobody know about TBI?
So check it out. So check it out, though. You got to recognize what he's tapping into. That's very layered to what he's saying. All right, because we have similar challenges then when it came to the athletic department and resource that we currently have right now. Okay, so but here's the difference is you have folks outside of the university that wasn't going to allow for that team to suffer. You know, so that's why the kickoff luncheon was started, right? That's why you guys went with in limousines and tuxedos. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I mean? My dad and his crew, but LC was constantly going out, getting the jobs at debt distributing for us in the summertime. We making $12, $15 an hour back then. You know, that's a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? We playing football. We laid, we stayed all together, whatever. So it's a saying that the will of what was going on kept this situation. You see his emotion. You know what I'm saying? You see how emotional I get when I talk about that time period because shit, that meant something to us.
Yeah.
This Tennessee State stuff means something to us, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can't come around here playing. Like, we really stand down on a lot of stuff, bro. Yeah. We really do.
Not fact.
So, hey, we leave it alone. And stick to the script.
Yeah, man. Like that's and that's why we doing this stuff, man. Because it's like again, and that's why that's why I talked to Moon about. And after this, it's you, Bather. It was just that for me when creating Tiger Den Group, it was that I understood what I wish was there from an outside support structure to help, maintain the historical integrity that support that any athletic director would need to be successful. And it's just, like I said, I as a player, I just like, man, I just wish, Teresa would have had that level of someone like myself that was willing to do this work. Because again, like, people understand is like, as one of the boys, it still takes work to earn that trust. But you can't quit. It is what it is. You just got to keep doing the work. And then eventually when people see you doing the work, as Moon highlighted on the personal stuff he's done, you eventually get rewarded, but you can't quit. Right. And that's what this is about, man. So I just wanted to say that, man. Appreciate it. Bather, it's on you, man. Sorry about that, Bather.
Yeah, you got to run through the line. But Coach, so we got EIU coming up. And
Western Illinois.
My bad, not West EIU. I was trying to see what your thoughts are going on to the next game in the trenches.
Hey, man, so listen. Western Illinois has given up 12 sacks this year, bro. That let me know that last year their offensive line was not great. Their coaches spoke on it this year. Feel like from the defensive pressure that I saw last week from us, man, and we can continue that versus that offensive line, we're gonna win. Defense, last week, man, and offensive line, to me, they controlled that game. And I just think our defensive ends, man, our linebackers was really rushing that passer, getting to that ball, playing with a lot of emotion, a lot of passion. I feel like, that's going to continue, and I don't think Western Illinois' offensive line is going to be able to hold up past the third quarter.
Would you translate when you played to how they play now, like the importance of the O-line and the D-line kind of running the team and running the show?
Oh, yeah. Of course, on offense, everyone celebrates the wide receivers, the quarterback, and of course the running back. But none of those things are successful or are successful without the offensive line providing that layer of security, protection, bullying, as I call it, in those trenches. On the defensive side of the ball, you have to be aggressive. You have to be a high intensity, high motor guy. And you have to say, okay, these guys right here in this box, they're not gaining these 3 to 4 yards. We're going to make them put the ball in the air. We're going to earn the right to rush the passer. And back when I played, I couldn't wait to score. So I can watch Lamar Carter and Larry Floyd and Sterling and all these other guys, Benny Zieglers and all these other guys we had rush this passer, man. I couldn't wait for them to get in and, third and longs and have to try to throw this football. And I got a Eric Joyce back there, LeGarrette Jennings back there, man, D. Hinton back there, Jay Hill back there, and all the other Ed back there, all the other great players we done had, man. So, yeah, man, in the trenches, man, it's literally where we control the clock on offense, and on defense, man, we terrorize folks, man.
There it is.
Well, I don't think it's no accident that the team played with emotion this week for homecoming. It's been 2 times they played that way. They played the first game that way, and we brought that momentum from the kickoff luncheon, and we had a lot of connection during camp when we did the alumni event with the players. And, the will, the keys to the game last week for me was will. It wasn't about no turnovers. It wasn't about no penalties. It was about looking to your left, looking to your right, to your brother, and playing for each other. So knowing that you was in there saying the same thing, Moon, let us know that we got to keep the boys together, and regardless who's in charge. Okay.
No, absolutely, bro.
Now I'm talking to somebody. Okay. No, I ain't holding it. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to somebody now. Regardless who's in charge, there's nothing you can do about us. We gonna be here. Okay?
I mean, yeah, man.
We gonna be here.
Hey, facts. And to piggyback that, man, I think guys like myself who have earned the right, man, through my awards and my accolades, man, it's time for me to speak up a little more and hold more influence and be more a part of, what you guys have going on, what we got going on at TSU, period. So people understand that there are people out here, man, that then played at a high level and accomplish a high level of success, man, that supports you forward.
Yeah, got some knowledge.
Yeah, man.
I mean, everywhere else that's celebrated.
Absolutely.
Everywhere else.
If you've already done it, then why not? Why wouldn't we listen to you? You see what I'm saying?
Hey, man.
You celebrate all Americans. You celebrate all pros. You celebrate Letterman. Hell, you celebrate anybody who put the helmet on and played. You know what I'm saying? And gave a you know what? Because everybody's story is a little bit different. But guess what? Right. Think about all them folks that are so-called Tennessee fans or Alabama fans or whatever fans that ain't never stepped foot on the doggone campus.
I mean, never, bro, but they ride for it like they done went there and graduated to masters. Nah, for real, man, because, like to piggyback on that, man, and I ain't going to touch too much about it. Like I was telling Reno a couple years ago, man, like It'd be hard for somebody like me, man, because I feel like because of what LC Cole, Monica was, or whatever they stigma had at TSU, you're punishing athletes, bro. Like LC Cole didn't get me Offensive Lineman of the Year by SportsPage.com. They didn't get me Black College All-American, NCAA First Team All-American. They didn't get me starting the Blue Grain, the Senior Bowl, 100 pick in the draft. They didn't get me being the highest drafted lineman since Larry Thorpe. I am. No one's been drafted higher than me since me. I got that on my own. And a lot of the things, man, that Lamar has and Benny has and Avion has and Legarius has and Joyce has, and I know I'm missing some guys. They're not being celebrated, bro. Right. Like, we just not. So it'd be hard for guys like, Train or whoever to come back. It was hard for me to come back knowing, hey, yo, like, I go to other schools, man, and I watch they legends walk right anywhere. Like, they recognizable. They get bands immediately, lanyards immediately, support immediately. And then at a school that, I bled for, broke bones for. Mm-hmm. It'd be hard. And that's what I was telling Reno when he first got. I'm like, bro, they don't even acknowledge like anything I did. Hey, boy, and I tell people, pull any other offensive lineman up from 99 and pull their accolades up. And I mean from the Stalker McDougalls and all the other ones. Pull the accolades up from their senior year and match them to mine.
Mm-hmm. While ranked number 1 in the country.
Yeah.
While playing three different positions, bro. Like, come on, like, come on, man. So that's what I was telling Reno, bro. Like, listen, me and Benny was joking. I was like, boy, Benny, hey, man, get me a wristband, man. I know they don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't mess with me. He was like, they don't mess with me either. Like, bro, we shouldn't be saying, joking and know we got it from Reno. It's just the fact that we joking like that. But that's not funny. That's sad. And for whoever listening, bro, thank you. Barlow, I ain't felt this much love, bro. The work Reno and y'all boys have done, bro, I want to commend. And if you don't get your flowers enough, bro, I'll send you 10 dozen roses, bro. I appreciate it. No, I'm for real, because I ain't been there in 5-6 years, bro. I go back and I felt welcome, bro. Mm-hmm. Because Barlow's like, yo, I hear you train linemen in Atlanta, da-da-da-da-da. Boy, take this guy number. Take this guy number. Take my number. Hey, you get film, send them. Because my thing was, I'm in Atlanta with all these Power 5 linemen I train. They don't know about TSU.
Mm-hmm. You sound like me, Coach.
Like that makes no sense. Then I should be able to touch kids and not have no one from Tennessee State show up at my training facility. But I'm a partner in the training facility down here, bro. We got 5 of them in Atlanta. We train all the linemen here.
Tell me what you need. Just tell me what you're looking for. I'll get it to you, right?
And that's the conversation I had, bro. And I'm like, yo, send me, because, every college has a list of what every position is what we look for. Send me that. And I can get you that from right here in Atlanta, because these kids don't necessarily who be great here don't want to go to PWIs, bro. Mm-hmm. They want to do what Travis Hunter did. Mm-hmm. And it can be done. And that's why 1912 is important. That's why, whoever listening, man, like, we need NIL funds. We need donors. We need all the support. We need all hands on deck. And that's why I'm all hands on deck, hands and feet, man. Like, I'm in this now, bro. I want to help these boys. I seen them, but I touched these boys. Is championship greatness tangible with TSU? Yes. It could come back. And I'm talking about every year consistent, like dynasty mode. It can happen, bro. Barlow's a great dude. He's assembled great guys. And now you got guys like Reggie like Reno and Derek and you, Coach, you know what I'm saying, man? You putting together now different pieces that were integral pieces that chipped off. Mm-hmm. Y'all bringing it back. Like, to walk into that trophy room, bro, when Eddie and them was here, and you show me a room full of broken trophies that I bust my ass for, was disrespectful. Mm-hmm. At the highest level. And Reno, I told you that. And I meant it. You don't show me no 2 overseas championships that I work my ass off to get broken. You don't show me Atlanta Classic trophies broken. You don't show me John Merritt trophies broken, bro, with my years only on them. Mm-hmm. and then ask me to help you. You don't slap me in my face and ask nothing from me, bro. And that's how I took that. Then to tell me, oh, I'm going to call you, I'm going to do this, you can help. And you didn't do none of that, bro. And I've been knowing Eddie since he was at the Titans, and him and Steve was giving me money without security to go to up to Ujamas to get him chicken.
Right. And a
Like,
roll.
don't play with Come on, bro. Don't play with me, bro. Like, I've been knowing you since I was in college, Eddie, bro, for real. Much respect to you and who you are, but you can't tell grown men who've accomplished things just like you.
With less.
And now I get you talking at me only because of where you think you accomplished it at.
And it was gay to you.
Come on, man. Ain't nobody gave me nothing, bro.
Man, look at him, man.
I had to beg for that egg and chicken sandwich and that sub, man.
Before you go, Reno, just what I want to, just that stuff can still happen at TSU. We can have them athletes and everybody to the league, and I just don't think that. Look at black colleges now. It's not nobody getting drafted from black college.
Yeah,
it ain't happen.
It can.
I know. That's why. Come on,
bro. And listen, it don't have to say. And this is the thing too. I respect all them NFL guys going to all them other schools, but the problem is this is the Tennessee State, bro. It's only gonna happen right here, and I'm being honest. That's why you said it ain't having that fam. No, with Jackson State a little bit, but bro, it's TSU. We waiting for that explosion, bro.
Yep.
And NIL gonna help us do it.
It is. Man, look, man. First of all, Moon, I want to thank you for staying over your time, man. Please don't send me the bill. I only had enough to pay you for the first.
I'm good. I don't want no money, man. I don't want no money, man. I do this for sweat equity, man. There's love here, bro. I love Tennessee State, bro.
Appreciate it, man. Like I said, man, we're gonna let you go, man, and we're gonna close out the show. Like I said, we're gonna cover the rest of the stuff we gotta cover here, man. But as always,
sir.
And like I said, ain't nothing but love. And whenever you touch down in Nashville, you can call me. I know you're gonna call Flair. When Ballard's back in Nashville, we got to get him back down.
Working on some stuff,
DC,
man.
Yeah,
Nashville, man. So
I appreciate it, man. Before I leave, can I get one shout out real quick, man?
Go ahead.
Hey, shout out to, man, them great men at Iota Phi Theta Fraternity Incorporated. We celebrated 26 years. I'm one of the charter founders. We just got our plot dedicated, man. So I could not leave here without, you know what I'm saying, giving humble regards, man, to my fraternity brothers at Iota, man. I appreciate y'all, bro.
Yes, sir. As always.
I saw that ceremony. I saw that. Congratulations.
Man. It was big, man. Hey.
And a little side story. I know we got to get out of here, right? There was no way that any of us was going to be able to pledge anything on campus, okay? Because we were the gang, all right? Fifth floor, anybody, we take it over. They was like, dude, there's no way that we can pledge anything on this campus, okay?
Now, people don't know that. We was held hostage for real, boy. You was TBI, and that's it.
Yeah. Once KJ and them BA and them cross Kappa, that's when I was like, all right, niggas pledging on the team. My bad. All right. The Qs came back when I was in school. So
yeah. It was up 10 years when I was there. So you know what I'm saying? Basically 9.5, 10 years. So yeah.
Definitely. Again, man, like I said, Moon, thank you again, man. Like I said, we're gonna follow up, man. Like I said, please don't let us be down, man. So we're gonna reach back out again, make sure we get you back onto the show, man, and provide more of that knowledge, man, to these keys to the game, man. Thank you.
Let's do it, brother. Hey, man, salute. Thank y'all, brothers, for having me, man.
Yes. All righty, man. Like I said, that was Moon, man. Good conversation, man. You heard that passion from him, man. So as he said, man, he mentioned those keys, man. So let's dive into those real quick here, man, to those keys. So with West Illinois, right, they come around the corner. That game is in Nashville. 1:30, I believe, 1:30 kickoff. So make sure you're tuned in for that, whether you're in your seats at the stadium or watching it on ESPN Plus, man. But yeah, we saw that complete game, and we talked about this earlier in the week as well too. And I'm gonna take his keys of what he said from a trench standpoint. I believe that our trench is going to win and going to dominate that effort. West Illinois has shown that to be successful to that. And even in that losing streak we had, right, defense still did a lot of getting to the quarterback. They still did a lot of pressuring as well, too. So I agree to that. I'm still going to put a challenge out there for my defense, though, all right? I want y'all to score, all right? You're getting turnovers. I want y'all to take the next step, man. Let's go score, man. All right. So let's do that. Because we all know that a defensive score is a lot of times it's a body blow, a serious body blow to the offense, man. So Bad, let me go to you, man, on just what keys you see from the momentum that Tennessee State pulled from Howard now going into West Illinois.
I think that what we got to continue doing is getting the ball in the end zone. Like you said, scoring on defense, scoring on offense, being productive, making sure we, giving the quarterback in rhythm and making sure we're not wasting plays on penalties. You say we're late in the season now, so all those kinks and everything should be worked out. We should be rolling, man, because, we got whooped those few weeks. But now I think that, a little momentum. We got to attack a different O-line this week. But, Howard was, they was a formidable opponent. But I just knew we was going to blow them out. So hopefully this week we hold it down.
Definitely. Flim, what you got?
Well, I'm still amped up now. I'm about to go lift some weights, go walk a mile or two or something. Fired up, man. I be trying to explain to y'all about this 95, 96, them 90 boys, man. We just, we just got a lot of fire about a lot of things, and a lot of things have transpired that kind of has us always on the edge or with a chip on our shoulder.
I feel
you take that thing personal, and people be playing with us a lot.
They be coming out there, become like, stop trying me, boy.
Yeah, man.
With this stuff, y'all gonna make that 95 come out.
Man, and people be playing with us a little bit too much, man, too much. But nevertheless, man, we're gonna try to keep it together in the sake of Reno, because Reno has the leadership, and we gotta stay. We gotta stay on his path. But this path right here is narrowing, Reno, as you see.
Oh yeah, man.
But nevertheless, speaking of this weekend's game, man, I think our kids kind of got a taste of what it looks like to play complimentary football, and that's what it's all about. Playing for each other and each side, and it seems like McNair is really starting to get a grasp of what they're trying to do on the offensive side of the ball. The scheme on Saturday for the offense was amazing. 18 for 22. I mean, that's just coaching. That's just putting your players in great positions to be successful. We're still waiting for Kendrick to get loose. I mean, of course, he's the target. When anybody, he's the number one target. But that's allowing folks like Snap Reed, to step out and make some big plays. Slaughter, is leading the team in receptions and had another touchdown, and now you got the tight end incorporated. So, I 1-0. Yeah. 1-0. Last week was last week. New opponent, Western Illinois, the Leathernecks coming to Nashville. I hope people have the same excitement for this game.
Packed, man, it was packed out there.
Yeah, that they have
not 99 packed, but packed.
Well, yeah, what. But the thing is, man, all support is good support. Okay, we've kind of gone through ebbs and flows this season about the support, right? You've been big on that, Abbott. We've seen a team come over and take over our stadium with North Dakota State. We saw that. You know what I'm saying? We witnessed that. You saw how that game went. The games that we've had success or had solid support with the Legacy Series had a chance to win that ball game. You know what I'm saying? Had a chance. I'm pretty sure you asked those young kids, did the fan support and the fan noise help out? Absolutely, it did. A&T game pretty much dominated that game. You know what I'm saying? Until it got a little loosey-goosey at the end, but they won. And then now you see 14,000, at homecoming, and they blow Howard out. So if it's not a sign to come to the game and support your football program and help these kids get over and learn what it is to be a Tiger, and you'll start seeing some success on Saturday. So let's go 1-0.
Let's go 1-0. Like I said, Flim, you said it best. I want to thank you all for joining us on today's show, Upraor Radio Show. Shout out to Moon for coming by, special guest, man, staying long for us. really provided some heart, man. So I appreciate that as well too. Definitely want to give a special shout out to our super producer, Mr. Miles Bradley MB's in the back scenes. Thank you, Miles. All of the work you see within the production of the show. Obviously, Bather, the work that you do through Positive Vibrations as well too. Much appreciated as well. We want to definitely shout out Aiden Financial and the support that they've given to the show. Shout out to everyone that tunes in, that watches our clips, long form, short form, doesn't matter. We appreciate it. And as always, we will see you all on the next episode, the next show of Upraor Radio.